Hello and welcome to Jesus for Asia Now. I'm Natalie Wood, and today we have a very special surprise for you. Jesus for Asia is working in many countries in Asia: India, Thailand, Cambodia, the Philippines, and Indonesia. And today we welcome guests from Indonesia. This is the first show we've even done about Indonesia, and it's very special that our guests have come all the way from Jakarta to join us. I would like to introduce you to Ramon and Shandy Tengkano. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's so great to have you here, and I know that you have quite a story of what the Lord has been doing in your lives.
Yes, God is good.
We would like to start out by asking you, where is Indonesia?
Indonesia is in Southeast Asia,
Okay.
and it's the largest archipelago in the world. We have 17-something thousand islands.
Wow.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work there.
Okay. So what exactly are you doing there?
We have a television ministry. We broadcast via satellite. So our satellite footprints across Indonesia from east to west, which is just about as wide as America continent, Los Angeles to New York.
Okay.
But it's 60% water, so 17,000 islands around the area.
Okay.
We've been broadcasting since March 2011.
Okay.
So that's what we do.
Okay. Have you always been involved in God's work? Is this just something that you grew up doing? What's your story?
Well, I was born in the church. I grew up in the church, educated in the church school system, but never really got interested in mission work. My body was in the church, never left it. Well, I left it a lot, many times, but my heart is out there in the world until I came back again to the Lord in about 2008. But my wife, on the other hand,
Came back to the Lord at 2011.
11. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wasn't born in the church.
Mm-hmm.
And our lives were, I would say, it was a mess. You know, we were searching for the world.
We just don't know the direction.
We had no direction. We were just making money. We were having fun, drinking, partying, drugs, everything that the world is doing, we were doing it. And we had no sense of calling. Yes, our body was in the church. I was actually, in fact, I don't like saying this, but I was an elder in the church. But my spiritual life was actually the lowest at that time.
Wow.
I had no idea what I was doing. Going to church, I would equate church activities to salvation, so I was happy where I was. And,
So
money
because
was good.
you were active in the church, you were going to be saved.
Yes, that's what we thought.
Wow.
I had no, even though I lived in Indonesia, I had no idea what mission work was like.
So your search was not for God. Your search was for the
Yes.
world, the things of the world.
That's right.
Yes. Because, I remember, everybody at the church, they said that, that we are a blessed family because we
Yeah.
have everything. And then, especially he's the elder. And then they thought
You're good.
You're just waiting for the Lord to
come.
Yeah.
and then you just wait there. And then, but at the moment, both of us not feeling happy because, my husband being active at the church, and then I'm not active at the church because I don't like situation inside the church, because those people over there, is very unlikable, maybe I said, right? And then so that's why I don't want to be active at the church, even though I'm the wife of the the leader, the elder. But I'm the one who always don't want to get involved with the activity. So that's why, because I know that, I have a feeling that this is not supposed to be like, okay, at the same time we active in the world, at the same time we active in the church, and then this is not supposed to be that. I don't know. I just feel this is not
There's
right.
something else. There's something else. That was a feeling that always was stuck in our mind, in our ears. There's got to be something beyond just going to church. And every time we'd go to church, I myself going to church is like a clock in, a clock out kind of thing, Okay, but the whole couple hours, in the church, we're just boring.
Yeah,
and
when's it going to
long.
be done? When can I
Yeah.
clock back out again?
Yeah, can we
Get on with
our
life.
lives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you talk about having money and you talk about going wherever you want and not having to think before you buy,
Yeah.
I think we might need to explain to the viewers where you came from. I mean, what do you mean by that? We had money because
Yeah.
some of us
Well.
to have money is to have 40,000 a year salary
Yeah.
and then be able to survive. But what do you mean by that?
Well, people say I was lucky, but in many ways I was not lucky, with money, because when you have money and your heart's not with the Lord, all this money blessing actually becomes curse.
Yeah.
What I meant by that is I graduated from college. I always felt like I had to prove myself. I remember one time that one of my friends I grew up with, we challenged me, let's go race for the first $1 million. This is fresh off college. We were lucky if we could get a job. I told him, I'm lucky if I can land a job. You want to raise me for $1 million? But somehow that thing was in the back of my mind, always wanting a proof. That's the thing with us. Many times that we like to show off to the people we don't like. So there I was, and I became aggressive in money, and then I think by 28 I actually won the race.
Wow.
We've been raised maybe, with the parents that always teach us that money is the key to get the happiness. So yeah, we really want the money because we want to get the happiness. And then people around us, even the family, always said like, if you go to that level, you will get the happiness over there. So we just catch the level. And then when we were there, there's emptiness. It's just only emptiness.
The happiness
over
wasn't there.
Yes, the happiness wasn't there.
Yeah.
And people kept saying that like, okay, better for you to go to that level again. And we just like catching that again. And we there, higher and higher. The more, I don't know, I believe the more higher you are, the more you find the emptiness over there. And then especially, like I told my husband too that, Ramon, people choose us to become the leader in the church, not because our spirituality, just because they see the money in us, right? And that's not a good example though, because all the member, they will look at us like, see the money, so they want to catch the money too.
Yeah, that's right.
This is what we have to be a good church member. We have to have the money too.
Yes, and
we're
that's
setting
not
the
good.
wrong
example. Right?
How was your marriage during this time?
This time?
Yeah, those times really, really bad.
Really bad.
Regardless of the fact that we prayed for partners, she was the answer to my prayer.
Yeah.
I was the answer to her prayer. We were unlikely people who pray before, but God did answer our prayer miraculously. But we knew the answer, but somehow we didn't live up to it. So I was just thinking God was making a mistake here. She had her own money, I got my own money, and and money distracts us from achieving the marriage we were intended to have. So we were just finding our own. I was, at least. I was not a good husband, and marriage was bad. There's no communication. Yes, there's communication if we went out to drink and party. Then we could talk, have fun, giggle, laugh.
But
have
it was
good
a
night.
surface level.
Yeah, we woke up in the morning, they get sober, and that's it.
And then especially like,
Argue
separate
or
ways.
whatever.
Yeah. You do your own thing, I do my own thing. Thank you, but
if I'm not taking pills, like
sedative.
Yeah, I cannot talk like this. I was just like, but I need to take, pills or alcohol so I can, apa namanya, berfungsi gitu.
Yeah, to function.
To functions. I cannot to talk to my children too. I cannot to talk to him too, And then my children, I cannot stand with them. My children, they have the nanny, of course, and then I have my assistant. And then every time my children came, you know, of course they want to be close to, you know, to
Mommy and daddy.
mommy and daddy.
Yeah.
But when I saw them from far away, they come to me. I was like, no. I just like, no. I will call my assistant. I will call their assistant. I just like give them, this is the money. Tell them to go. Okay.
So watch movie, anything.
To watch anything, and then even though we go vacation, I have to split the room to my children. You know, like I don't want to be with them because they are too noisy. They are, because you know.
Children are active.
Yeah.
I don't want to be
You
around
didn't
them.
like your
Even
children.
though-
She wasn't
even
fit
though-
to become a mom.
Yeah, even though we go around, you know, we go vacation with the cars, we have to split the car. I have to go with my own car, with him, with our driver, and my children have to go with their own car, with their driver, with the nanny, with the assistant, anything, you know. And I'm very not function well as a wife
You know how to cook.
and
You don't know how
as
to manage.
a mother, you know. I'm not function well. Yeah. And God, you know, fix everything. Now, of course, I'm not using drugs anymore, alcohol, everything. But yeah, now I can talk to the people. I can function well, and then I can be a wife, and I can even take care of my children, teach them. And I was like amazed how God can give us the knowledge as, you know, become a mother. And then, yeah, I was like amazing how, you know, now my children give me the courage to walk with the Lord because
She
they
wakes
say-
up in the morning. That's a good
yeah,
thing.
that is the big thing. No,
In
that
the
is
morning,
big
not the
thing.
afternoon.
Yeah,
That is the
no
big
more
thing because
past 12.
even I took up the sleeping pill. I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. But now I sit and I sleep right away.
God is good.
So how
God
did
is
God
good.
start to turn this around for you?
Well, actually, I started first.
Yeah.
I would say 2008, somewhere in the mid 2008. I was at the peak of my financial, I guess. You know, that I looked around, you know, with all the confidence, you know.
Remember in the light you see.
Yeah,
the
and
people?
then I was I had my birthday, and then I went to treat myself, got me a $200,000 car, paid cash, started driving with it around, and I thought I was gonna be happy. Oh, cool. You know. And then 5 days after that, I'm like, there's no happiness. You know, why waste so much money? You know, I could use
Excitement
that
is not
cash.
there.
I stopped. I remember at the red light, you know, stoplight. I stopped at the red light. There's ugly car, you know, an old car, and then there's this family,
inside.
you know, so happy. I was expecting them to look at me in my car, maybe expecting to see their jealous face, you know, but they didn't even bother looking at the car, you know. They're just playing inside the car, happy, you know, parents and children. I'm like, I certainly don't have that kind of family, you know. I made a promise that, you know, I gotta fix my family here, and the money's not fixing anything.
The more you give the money to your wife, the more you give the money to your children, they become worse.
And then
worse.
I remember that week we prayed. I asked my wife to pray. She didn't bother. But I prayed from my heart. I said, Lord, that if you want me to live as a worldly person, you know, if all you ever designed for me is the life of a worldly, you know, individual, just party, having fun, making money, yeah, all these things, just leave me alone, you know. I know the Holy Spirit works in each one of us, even bad people. So it was always whispering to me every time I was having fun, you know, just, you know, I got reminded, this is not the life, you know. But Lord, if this is the life that you want me to live, just leave me alone. Take this Holy Spirit away, you know. But you know, otherwise, if your life is the life that you designed for me is something completely different. It's all for you, and all the money is for your cause, and all the words that come out of my mouth is only to praise you. All the thoughts that I have in my mind is only about you. If that's the life you want me to live, which is completely opposite from that, from my life. Teach me how to hate this life, because I don't know how to hate it. You know, take it away slowly.
Take it away.
And at any cost, if you were to start, if there's a refresh button, you know, like a start button, restart, but show me where it is, I want to press it. You know, if you were to send me under the bridge to live under the bridge, you want to take away my kids, my wife, my money, everything, I'm ready. If really, you know, but you promise me there's happiness. And yeah, God started to teach me, you know, spiritually, because God really did open my eyes to see that the people around me are not really friends. You know, and the life we're living is not really the life. You know, all this material possession and the business, the contact, all these things, we're just fake. You know, I said, Lord, if you want me out of here, if you want me to be out of here, you show me the way. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And then 2 years, I was just following. I went back to the books, to the writings, reading the Bible, the writings of prophecy, spirit of prophecy. All I did was just that. I really had no interest in business anymore. I all of a sudden, I woke up. I just don't take my calls for my company, I was like absent for 1 year. I shut up my phone. I shut down my Facebook, my contacts. I was just swollen by the earth. I moved houses. I told my staff, look, there's certain small group of people I trust. Don't tell me where I live now. You know? I just want to get out of here. You know.
Yeah.
And then for 2 years, I shut down my telephone. Nobody could search me. Internet wasn't really that big.
Yeah.
As big as it is now. So I moved, refreshed my life, and then we got a property up in the mountain. You know, I believed in country living, and you know, God is giving us a mission work, and so we bought a land up in the mountain. We started having different life.
So you had this prayer with the Lord, and you gave your husband and your children to Him. Did He then take them from you?
No.
And leave you alone to live your comfortable life?
He's there. He not making move at all. And I was so, mad at the moment. I'm screaming, like, just leave me alone, please. I said, like, I'm crying, I'm getting crazy. But he never left me. And then, you know, the keinginan gitu loh, man.
Desire.
He even gave me the desire. When he gave me the desire, I look at his example. So it's click. When he gave me the desire. So God
gave you desire.
I know. And then you know, the picture is like this. We as a human want to know how, you know, what God can do. So God sent us Jesus, become a human, so we can know, right? So that is the, you know, my experience is like that. When God give me the desire, I look at him, you know, I look at his example, and I was like, oh, like that. And then I'm learning, you know, baby step learning. And then one time I'm asking him, like, Ramon, we learn everything. I even can wake up more in the morning. Because the desire to read the Bible, to read the spirit prophecy, I don't know where the desire is. You know, I remember 4:30 in the morning, I can wake up and I was like, I want to read the spirit prophecy, the Bible. And then I remember the first book that I read is Step to Christ. Because the love is there. I was like, wow, this is amazing. So start from that book, I fall in love with spirit prophecy in the Bible. I cannot live with them, you know. I read it, and then one time I'm asking him, like, okay, you the priest in the family, you have to tell me where to go, so I know
what do we do,
and then I know how to teach the children too. And then he starts saying all of the plan, that something that we even don't know how to start at the moment, right? We say, like, maybe we're gonna live, you know,
yeah,
poor.
We're gonna start. I said we're gonna start working for the Lord. I don't know what it is. You know?
Yeah. The way you dress, also, he said.
All right? Our career, our minds, and our thoughts, and the words that come out of our mouth will be about God's grace. You know? I don't know where, I don't know how, but I know that's the direction. Even the house or the properties, we're not going to enjoy them anymore, you know. I know God wants us to go outside where the needs are. So we went up to the mountain and lived amongst the villagers.
But
Had no idea.
before that,
and then-
we went to the faith camp.
Yeah,
Somebody-
no. Yeah.
No, before
yeah,
that.
that's before that was actually that. I told her, look, even the way you look is gonna have to change. You know, all these things attached to you, they gotta go. I don't know how, but God is gonna make you, you know,
Willing.
yeah, look different even.
And then the words
Your
is,
food's gonna be different. Our
come
diet's gonna
from-
be different.
you know, everything come from him. And he said, like, Sandy, if you want to become my partner and you surrender everything and you're ready, and then, you know, you just find all of the answer through the Bible and spirit prophecy, because I cannot give it to you. But I promise you one thing, he said. I promise you one thing. You and me with the children, we can go to heaven together. And that is the calling. I was like, yes, I'm really, really ready at the moment. I said to him, everywhere you go, you know, you want to bring me to the lowest, you know, lowest part in this world, I'm ready, you know. Because and then the faith camp invited, you know, invitation came. I remember his mom,
2011
Yeah, his mom-
January.
his mom telling us, "Hey Sandy, there's an event
Some
in
American
Jakarta,
guys
some American
here
guys,
speaking.
you know, speaking about the mission." And then I was like, "What
I've
is
heard
mission?"
many American guys, you know.
I said, like, what is mission? Mission, you know, the story about people working in the jungle, you know, and then how God can help them and everything. And I was so, oh, okay, that is new for me. Because I don't know, I don't know. Me, I never get the story about mission inside my church. So that is a new things for me. And I was like, I'm so excited. Not too excited, because I remember Ramon said, like, let's go. But at the moment, I don't want to go to, because that is people at the church. I don't like people, you know, I don't like people at the church at the moment. I was like, no, I'm not going to go there.
Somehow the church was not the answer. We knew it. You know. Nothing
I'm
going
not
on in the
gonna go
church,
there,
Sandy.
I said. But, and then
Sorry.
I have a courage to go there. Okay, I want to go there. And then I sit there with full of my makeup, you know, with my handbag. Berapa harganya? How much my handbag costs?
It's all the expensive collection handbag. The
Like how much that?
$20,000, $30,000 handbag.
The 30,000 handbag with all of my diamonds, you know, everything, the accessories on me. Because I don't know, I just walk and sit in the front, hearing all of the testimony, and I start to cry. And I start say to my life, this is it. This is the things that I'm looking in, you know, the rest of my life. I'm crying. And then all of my makeup like start, you know, like the mascara over there. I'm crying. And then I said, like, Lord, why those people has that story and I'm not? I want to claim that story to me. I want to claim the story become my story. And I want that life. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that picture there
That's
is
the first
that was the
day.
first Sabbath.
Sabbath.
The morning after she was crying, she decided to just, okay, maybe I gotta dress differently. So that's the Sabbath where she
I
came
remember.
first
I remember he said.
with no.
No, I remember he said that. I don't know why. I don't know how to start, but maybe God will teach you how to dress and everything. And then I remember that night, the speaker said, like, God says one person in this place, she really needs to change how the way he dress up. And I was like, wow, that is me. I need to change. And then I just go in front, pray, crying, and that's it. And after we went home, and I said to him, Ramon, I never asked him which dress that I have to wearing. That is the first day I asked, what do you think I should wear?
I actually picked it up for her. I'm like, that white blouse, that black skirt, and that's it. Every Sabbath, every church function, this is what you wear. You gotta go on a detox. fashion detox, you know. So that's you know, the picture with John in the middle. That's from that attire she was wearing for the whole year. Every Sabbath, every church meeting. So people would say they never see Sandy in anything else but that.
Yeah, this is the picture, like God's makeover. You know, this is me before. I don't know how to do, you know, to put off all of my accessories, but yeah, God teach me all the way, you know. He also the great makeover, I guess.
So what you found is that you didn't find happiness in having a lot of money. And the more money you had, the less happiness you found?
Yes.
Well, it's happy. When you define happiness, there's two ways of defining happiness. Is your flesh happy or is spirit happy? No. Happiness, by what definition? Well, when you have a lot of money, your spirit's not happy. Your flesh is happy. Well, definitely. But, you know, we're born in the spirit, not in the flesh. Whatever is born by the flesh is flesh. Whatever is born by the spirit is spirit.
So God was bringing you to make major changes in your life.
Yeah.
And your lives together as a family. And you had found a new concept, a new way. And that was the idea that serving others would bring happiness. And your experience being that the more money you had, the more emptiness was there. That's just so powerful, because so many of the countries in this world, our country here, so many people are searching for the material answer to that hole in our lives. And I know we'll talk in the next show about the joy that you're finding in service, and so we'll...
More exciting part.
The motto that we have now is happiness is the product of selflessness. So that is the happiness thing.
The product of selflessness. Wow, that's awesome. Well, thank you for being here for this show.
Thank you for having us.
Look forward to the second part. And I want to invite our viewers to join us for the second part of this show next week. And if you have been impressed to help be a part of the work that they're doing in Indonesia, you can send your tax-deductible love gift to Jesus for Asia, P.O. Box 1221, Collegedale, Tennessee 37315. Call us at 423-413-7321 or visit our website at jesusforasia.org. Thank you so much for joining us today for Jesus for Asia Now. May God richly bless you as we all work together to prepare for His second coming.